Hey y'all, what's up? It's Dre and the Leaves and welcome back to my channel. Today, I just have some pretty plants to show you. I was gonna do an anthurium cabinet walkthrough and update, but I realized I could put that into my walkthrough video that I'm planning. And instead, I just wanna show y'all some of the pretty plants that are doing very well in those very cabinets. All right, y'all, I apologize in advance. I'm trying a different filming setup. There's gonna be a lot of different lights reflecting in my glasses. So deep apologies in advance, but I just kind of wanted to sit somewhere different for once. So that's what I did. But anyway, let's go ahead and start off with the first plant that I wanna show y'all, which is my seed-grown Fort Sherman. I'm realizing that the place that this must be from, it's more than likely tissue culture of a seed, or it's either tissue culture of a seed or it is a selfed like Fort Sherman. I'm not fully sure. I feel like they must be doing tissue culture with the amount of product that this place is able to put out. So I can't be fully sure. So for now, I'm gonna say that it is my seed grown Fort Sherman, but it's just in my care. So I just wanted to show this because this is the emergent. Oh, I love it. I love it. It's so red and I feel like it's coming up more brown on camera. But I'm telling y'all, it is like a winey red in person. It's not even winey, like a blood red. Is it blood red? It is a bright red, very pretty. I'm loving the lobes that are finally starting to appear. Well, not finally, because they kind of were appearing here. This is actually the most recent leaf is this one. It did get bleached. I do think that this plant has to come out of the cabinet, unfortunately. So I did recently pot this on the channel. This plant rooted like crazy in here. And I think that it could truly handle going up into, oh, like if you look at what it looks like from here, okay, see. The back of the leaf, that the color showing up on camera, that's what the front of the leaf looks like in person to me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I need to upsize it, but if it goes into a bigger pot, it is no longer gonna fit in my cabinet. I don't know, like if y'all have paps and they're growing in ambient, let me know. I'm pretty sure, as a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure at this juncture, I'm feeling like all anthurium could probably be grown in ambient. Maybe not all, but a good chunk of them, especially hybrids and especially adjusting, properly. So it's not even that I'm necessarily worried about that. I just want to know what y'all are doing when you're putting them in ambient. I am also considering getting like a wick, like some wicking material so that I can kind of set some of these up in ambient conditions in self-watering with like larger reservoirs. Not that they would be sitting in the reservoir, but that the wicks would be in the wet reservoir, specifically because in wintertime, it gets really dry, right? And I am just not a person that wants to be watering plants every single day. And some of my anthurium, especially given the Arctic, like the Arctic blast, the whole snowstorm, all that, the whole 5-degree days that were going on for a long time, that meant that my heat was working overtime, which means the air was getting significantly drier. And I was having to, like, even my Forgetti Eye hybrid, I was having to water that plant or like add water to the reservoir so way more often. For example, I bottom watered it because now I'm getting nervous about how much I'm watering it, but the plant is light. I kid you not, like every 2 days I go over and the plant is feeling light, which means it's using a lot of water right now. So I bottom watered it this morning. I filled it like the catch pot bottom thing because there's a leca layer there. And I'm telling you that right now, I don't see any water in the tray. So I could literally probably put water in the tray every other day at this juncture, and it would be fine, but that's just a lot. That's a lot for me. So there are many things that I need at this juncture. It's probably like larger self-watering pots. I use the same mix, but just like a wick system. That was such a tangent, but I just love this plant. I really do. I really like this emergent. It is top tier. It is top tier. Like, look, oh my God, please stop. So I think I might have to bring it into ambient because honestly, you could see, you would not believe if I told you that I truly uppotted this plant. I kid you not. It had to be December, right? The reason I'm saying it had to be December, it could not have been November because I got my cabinets in November. I'm pretty sure I upsized this pot in December. Is literally February 5th. Girl. So I think I would probably go even larger with the upsize of this one, just so that I know that it's going to be in there for a little bit more time. But if I go even larger, I'll have to take it out. And I'm not ready, but I'm also ready. I'm ready. It has to be done. I don't know where she would go, but she's so pretty. Also, I think if I take it out, it will be able to get a little bit less light. That sounds like the opposite of what it probably, no, it does need less light. Now me sitting here trying to convince myself, this leaf is bleached, right? This is the most recent leaf, right? And it's not as like dark and lovely as these other ones. Okay, see, like, look at this one. Nice, dark, rich, deep, nice, pretty leaf. So I want them to keep being dark. So I think that I need to put it into not like low light, but I think it's so big that there's nowhere it would be that it wouldn't be getting like way more foot candles than it actually needs. But being out in the open, I could probably just put it on top of my dresser or something like that, and it'll get like the little 300-400 foot candle. So it's still gonna get bright light. It just won't be as close to the light where it's gonna end up like bleaching out the way this one did. I spent a lot of time talking about this one. I'm gonna put it down. She's just so pretty. Another one coming from that same cabinet. So this is a Hoffmanii crossed with a pap red sinus, and I'm gonna say allegedly. This one, root-wise, hasn't like done as much, and I think I up-potted this one at the same time that I up-potted the Fort Sherman. So these roots haven't grown as fast as the Fort Sherman roots. That's good though, because that means that she can stay in the cabinet a bit longer. Here is what her newest leaf is looking like. She is definitely hardening off soon, so she's starting to get that green to her. She was way more red this whole time. Let me show you what her more recent leaf looked like. She's also one of the plants that I will say I want to keep her in the cabinet because I haven't even had a like fully perfect leaf in the cabinet yet. A lot of that has to do with her knocking into stuff, but I just want to keep her in there until she has like a good root system. But I love this plant. I can't wait for it to harden up because, like, do you see how deep green it gets? And it has always lived its life in high light. It has never lived its life in low light. So the fact that it's continuing to like size up, it stays nice and dark, can take the highlight. I think it's a contender to just stay in the spot, probably the spot that the Fort Sherman was in is where I'll put it. But I'll take the Fort Sherman out only once I'm able to up pot it. And I did a lot of repotting the other day. I'm not doing it right now, but I will soon. Okay, another one from that same cabinet. This plant has so much sentimental value in my heart. So this is my crystal pap, and it's one of my very first anthurium that I got as a seedling. And I got it in August of 2025. She also has an emergent. Look how red. Oh, look at that. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. That's very nice. That is very, very nice. Now, I don't want to touch her. Like she's still so little. Look how pretty she is. But yeah, so I grew her from a seedling with leaves that looked maybe like this size. They're not even on here anymore because they've yellowed off. I haven't had the easiest time with keeping the old leaves happy, but she keeps growing. She's rooting. She's not like struggling and suffering. However, her old leaves do like typically yellow off sometimes. I think a lot of that has to do with my watering habits. I think some of it is edema, etc. But her newer leaves do hold on for quite some time. And she's a very quick grower. So I just can't believe that I grew her from, I'm going to use my Carla to show y'all the size. So when I first got this plant here, the leaves were probably the size of this seedling leaf on my Carla, right? And now look how big she is. And that's just from August, y'all, from August to now. That's crazy. So I love this plant. This leaf is stunning, gorgeous, gorgina, beautiful. I know that this next coming one is going to be bigger. I appreciate that the size up from here to here wasn't too massive. So I'm hoping it doesn't overdo it. It is rooting nicely. It's not necessarily ready for an up pot yet. I'm gonna hope that it can stay in the cabinet for like 2 more leaves because I really like this plant and I would hate to take it out and then it just like fully crashes into oblivion. But look how pretty she is. She's got those like little lobes, but then she's got like the bright veining because of the crystallinum, but then the pap structure. She's so cute and bumpy. I love her. I love her. Like the texture, the little abs. Oh, I love her so much. Another one from the same cabinet, because I don't know if I even said that, but I do have two. There's two Rudstas basically just sitting next to each other. But another one that's doing well, but also not doing well at the same time is my Queen of Hearts. So this leaf right here is the most recent leaf, and nobody could tell me anything. Look how like she looks black. But then I think this, I'm actually sitting here saying that, but I'm pretty sure that this leaf looks like this on account of it's right, like a barina is sitting like right here compared to where the leaf is at. And I think it's just crisping away. Yeah, so I need to figure out a place to put this. I'm not gonna take these leaves off until it puts out at least another large leaf. But this leaf right here is decadent, and I have it facing front way, so it's getting light from like around it, but not like direct bright light, because I feel like because it's so dark, it doesn't need really bright light. But this plant is, I mean, wow. Y'all can't tell me nothing. Y'all can't. I mean, I know we looking at this one right here, but when we look at here, whoa, whoa, she is beautiful. She is sensational. She is beauty. She is grace. I love her. I love her so bad. Okay, and the final one from the same cabinet is a complex hybrid I got from Phyto Rot. So it's an Anthurium magnificum crossed with an ace of spade. Magnificum is the mama, and then the parent is the parent. The daddy is an ace of spades crossed with a Carla. This I also know that I recently repotted, and she's doing her thing root wise. She's doing her thing a little too much root wise. We not gonna lie, she's really doing her biggest one. However, look at these leaves. Okay, so I remember showing y'all this leaf here. Okay, I do remember showing y'all this leaf right here. Then I came out and I said, oh, look, we have an emergent leaf. Whoa, that's very, very nice. Look how dark that is. Okay. Oh, okay. And now we had this one. This is the most recent leaf. That's, ooh, my goodness. And here we are with an emergent. OMG. I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm actually so in love. I think that the like just how dark it is. Like I like the color, you know. It's a nice dark green. It's still very green. It's not like black, but it's a nice dark green. I like the coloring, and I like the contrast with the very bright veins. Also, I like that it's not like bleedy on this one, because I have a lot of plants that are bleedy. I do like bleedy veination, but for this plant here, she is a stunner. Okay. Ooh, my bad, y'all. The lights turn off at 8 o'clock now, you know? Anyway, so like I was saying, this plant is sensational. I just really love the emergent on this one. And I just love the veination. I actually really love how dark it gets. And I also found this leaf expanded under really close to a Barina bar. So it kept its dark color with bright light, which is good. It kept the color that I appreciate, at least. I'm sure it could be even darker if I pulled it away from a little bit, like from light. But under bright light, it still gets pretty dark, which makes me happy. We love that. That makes me happy because it means I don't have to necessarily take this one out as of yet either. Because I would love to see just what it turns into and let it like have access to like better conditions. But I just love this plant. I love the emergent. It's sensational. And I just had to include it because it's one that I'm really excited about. Okay, let's continue. We're gonna go ahead and just talk about my Carla. She's beauty, she is grace, she is Miss United States. That's a nice one. Hello? Is everybody okay? Oh, I don't know. Is everyone good? Like, are we okay? Because I'm not okay. This is a nice plant. This is a nice plant. I want y'all to remember, this was the leaf when I first got the plant. This was the leaf. Then she gave me this right here. Nice little jump up. Nice little jump up. Okay? Nice little jump up. And then she gave me this right here. And as of right now, in the root department, I'm going to leave her in this for a little bit. I'm going to leave her in this. She's definitely still moist. I wouldn't water her anytime soon. She's nice and moist at the top there. But I just, wow. Like, huh? And she's so long. I like how long. She hasn't like widened out. She's not really chubby. She's nice and long and pretty. I love this plant so much. Oh, wow. This is everything that I look for in like a kind of like, this is like a weird thing to say, but I'm gonna say it anyway. It kind of gives like a crystallinum, but like the perfect version. Because I love when crystallinums are like dark. You know how people like a crystal black, you know, and like the veins are thick, but they're also bright and vibrant. They're not fully crisp, but they're very like, the contrast is sensational. And then like that pink in the sinus there, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, oh my God. This is a fantastic plant. She's really easygoing. I'm not gonna hold you. She's just as easy as my crystallinum. Only difference for me at this juncture is that I keep this in the cabinet because she don't cost crystallinum money. This was a big birthday gift for myself. Yes, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And she's gorgeous. I've had no issues with her, like whatsoever. I've had zero issues. In fact, I worry the least about her. The only thing that I think I'm most careful with is her watering. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that I don't want to overwater it, because I don't think that this one, it don't need to stay muddy per se. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't need to, I don't think so. It also seems like it's a very forgiving plant. Quite literally at this juncture, this is one of the few ones that I have that has all them leaves still on it. Like none of them leaves have fully yellowed off. We're staying on the Carla train. So the next one that I have here, she has definitely been here on this channel. I repotted her with y'all. And I think when I repotted her, this might have, or I think I had to cut it off. Did I have to cut it off? I think this might have been the leaf that it had when I was repotting her, and she was pretty, she's very cute. Then there's a leaf that I did recently cut off that definitely was newer, I'm pretty sure. And I did have to take it off. That's neither here nor there. We're gonna move on from that. Anyway, this is one of the leaves. It has grown a lot since I've gotten it. This is one of the leaves I've got. I didn't even say what this was. This is my FTG self crossed with a Carla. So it's FTG self as the mom crossed with Carla Soul Reaper. And I think Soul Reaper is a pap. We new to this. We don't know all the names, and there's a lot of names to keep up with. But yeah, so it gave me this one, then this one here. And now here we are. We getting somewhere. I have been keeping this in more bright light. When I was asking about it on the live, Josh from Phyto Rot said that brighter light might help with like getting that flat sinus that I'm looking for. So I'm cracking up because this having like a flat sinus-ish on one side and then like a lobe, a full-blown lobe on the other is taking me down. I kind of like this V shape that this one has, but that's something that I'm really after right now, is like a flattened sinus. I really, really want that. So I'm hoping that, considering it's showing me that it can, right? It can. I'm hoping that in the next leaf, with just a little bit more light, it can be flat. I don't think I really need this to be a dark plant. More so, I like the shape and the crispness of the veins. The veins are nice. This color green is enough for me. I don't need it to be pitch black. I like that pink in the center as well. I really just want it to be flat. Okay, I'm crying because I think it actually might continue doing one lobe and one flat, like an oblong weird thing, because it's kind of doing that with this leaf here. And then it's doing it again, like much more pronounced, but with this leaf here. But I'll keep y'all posted because I'm crying. Why does it have one lobe and one not lobe? Okay. Staying right on that Carla hybrid train, I have my Carla cross. It's my Cero hybrid. Carlo Cero Pap crossed with a Carla. Yeah. Carla by Cero Pap as one, crossed back to Carla. So when I saw y'all, I remember this leaf was expanding. Y'all didn't even see it come to, here she is. This is where she at right now. What? Okay. Period. But then guess what? Oh. What? Sorry. People didn't think I was doing something, but I'm doing something. Yeah. Ooh, got roots coming out the bottom and everything. I'm not gonna up pot this one probably until one more leaf. I'm gonna give it one more leaf and then we'll take her up. But she is, oh my God. I like that she's just barely velvet, if that makes sense. Like she just made it to velvet. She's just barely. She is, ooh. Look at that. Ooh. And look at her abs. Look at her little muscles. I love this plant so bad. Okay. She's so easygoing. She is so pretty. And she's also nice and dark. Okay. because the leaf that I'm showing, this leaf here is more representative of the color. This one is still, I guess like it's hardening off. Like it's hard, but it just finished hardening off. It hasn't taken all of its color up yet, and you can already see that it's nice and like dark, even in this here lighting that I have, which is very bright. There's bright light shining from many an angle. This is a nice hybrid. I really love it. And I think it's one of my more unique Carla hybrids. Maybe people that are not necessarily into anthurium will be like, they all look the same, but I see something in her, okay? I see something in her. I love this plant so bad. I considered getting another Cero hybrid, and then I had to look myself in the eye and say, you literally don't own a greenhouse. You don't live in Florida. You can't put up a greenhouse in your backyard. There's no reason for you to be getting another one. I'm really hoping that I don't ever buy another one, even though I know they have more. But she's nice. She's very pretty. She is a good one, okay? She is a very, very good one. Okay, we're actually off the Carla wave for 1 second, and I'm looking, and this plant needs water so desperately. So I'm gonna make sure, I think I have water in my watering can, because my 5-gallon jugs are definitely empty. Ha ha ha. I'm gonna get on that. But this is a PAP hybrid. I think this is a PAP crossed with a PAP by Bevette. I did just recently see someone buy one of these on a live recently. I bought this for $20 before. I was really glad. I got this for $20 when it was a bit smaller. So I've grown this leaf, the 3 larger looking ones I grew. So I think the leaf I got was this one, and it was still expanding when it came. So it's nice and bright green. I moved it into brighter light actually. So that's kind of been a little interesting, but I got this leaf under just a smidge more light. I couldn't believe how big it expanded. It kind of has like a little bit of a bend because of where it was expanding to. I kind of like the texture of it though. It's nicely textured. Then came this nice one, this nice pretty baby right here, also under nice and bright light. And I've been taking care of this one really well and making sure I check on the emergence, even though the new emergent is definitely scratched up, Godspeed, because this is, when I first got it, this was one of my son's favorite plants in my cabinet. Like he would always, every time I would say, which one is your favorite? He would always touch that one. So shout out to that. I love how dark this one has gotten in the bumps. So yeah, now we're here. We have another emergent. It's very soft. So I already see that there's going to be damage on it, and we just have to kind of accept that. Okay. So what happened? Why is there damage? There are a multitude of reasons that this is scratched up and scuffed up. I was trying to move things around to give it space. This also definitely, after this leaf, I need to up pot it. Look at the roots, y'all. Ooh, she needs some room. But yeah, essentially I had to move some other things around, and in moving it, I didn't realize that the emergent was right there, and I just kind of like swiped some plants past it. But it grows quickly, so it'll do fine, because I've gotten one. I haven't had the plant for, I got it in November, which means that, did I get it in November or December? I got it in November or December, one of those times. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I got it with the birthday. Yeah, with the birthday haul. So definitely December. Yeah, I've had it for like 2.5 months basically, and it has grown significantly. It's a very quick grower. I'm gonna up pot this one. I want to keep this one in the cabinet though, because like I said, my son loves it. So I want to make sure I give it its best shot. And so far, it's not really doing like heavy wingspan. I don't know if that's because I have it under bright light, but I think like the Fort Sherman one, that one needs to get out because the petioles are really, really long. I actually really like how compact this one actually has been for me so far. I don't mind plants having large leaves. I do mind plants having like large, long petioles, like Moodianum, I think, and like Veitchii and some of those other plants. I won't get them because they just take up too much space in too many directions. I can't be doing all that. It's too much. Another one I wanted to show y'all, back to the Carla hybrids. Hello. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is an AOS Bevette by Carla QP, Carla Black Yay, nicknamed Quarter Pounder. Hello? Is everybody home? Look how dark this plant is already. Is everyone okay? I am looking in the roots right now. I'm really hoping that what I'm seeing is not root rot, but it very well could be that one of the roots is rotted. Nah, it's not. We're good. Okay. But yeah, this plant is fantastic. This is wow. Like, do y'all see how deep green this is? I'm just amazed. I'm really just amazed. If I'm honest with you, I just am amazed. Now, I didn't know that this was going to be so dark. Now, I don't know why I didn't know it was going to be dark. Every plant in the cross is dark. But what I really appreciate is, one, that it still has venation. I was nervous initially that it wasn't going to have any, like not a lot of it, right? So this one here, it was giving just like mostly like Bevette venation, like, you know, where it just kind of like stings in, it's really light, faint. But I'm loving, I think maybe from like the, ooh, lordy, it's getting a little something, something nice and crisp. It looks so nice. So there's actually, there was a plant that I was considering getting. It's a Grantherium's cross. It's a Carla Bevette, but this kind of looks like that in terms of the darkness and like the thin venation. So now that I'm looking at this, I'm like, you really don't need that. You don't need it. You really don't need any more plants at all. But we move. This is a beautiful, beautiful girl. How could I not show her off? How could I not? I can't wait to see what this turns into as it gets bigger, like keeping that crisp. And it looks like it's already gonna do like some light. Ooh, y'all, this is nice. I just had to show y'all. Okay, I only have two more, but I still need it. Oh, I only have two more. All right, this one is my Carla Bevette by Carla S1. It was made by Jungle Deluxe, but I bought it from Pau and Josh. And I'm so grateful that this emergent is on the way because, hi, hello, so pretty. So pretty, so pretty. Oh my God. All right, so here is, which one is the most recent leaf? Let me give y'all a walkthrough. First of all, one leaf down there, she is ready to go. She's like not even yellow, she's just white. I don't know if it got bleached or what. I can't be fully sure. Anyway, so this might have been one of the leaves that I got it with because I actually, okay, yeah, no, this one here is the one that would have made me buy it right here. This emergent is everything. I love it so bad. I love it so bad. It's so nice. It is very soft, very new. So this is the leaf that came before it. It is still dark. It is kind of bleached out, but it was literally right up on the light. So I'm kind of shocked that it's this dark. And then this is the first one that I've grown as well. I just think that the pink in the sinus is so strong. I'm hoping that that maintains. I can't tell if that's like the Bevette, a Bevette trait or a Carla trait, but I really, really like it. I kind of like that so far this one isn't fully like Carla leaning, because sometimes like Carla hybrids can really be taken on to Carla, you know? And especially because this is a Carla Bevette by Carla, I'm happy that it's kind of still showing like 50-50 parentage. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely, you know that Bevette is a mom, like especially with this leaf right here. You can definitely tell that Bevette is a mama. And then my final one. I love this plant. This is so nice, okay? These are the dreams I had from a silver blush that I'm not getting from my silver blush nor from my dorayaki. If y'all saw my repotting chat, you know that my silver blush, I don't know, she's real lime green. And then my dorayaki, I had to separate offsets. I put the chunk inside of a dome like lid container situation. I got one offset that I kept. The other few, I just did not keep them. I just didn't. And then yeah, so we struggling. But then look at this. This silver blush Carla is everything I wanted from. Oh my God, look how it's like round and it's like bleedy and it grows nicely and it roots nicely. So look at, like, the roots are doing really well. Really well. I'm gonna keep this in here for a little bit longer. It's also putting out a new leaf. Oh yes, she's getting ready. She's pregnant and she's putting out a baby. All right. The upsize from here, because this was the first leaf I think I grew on it. Yeah. So I bought it literally solely based off of this leaf, which LOL at me. Then the first leaf I grew was this one. So I'm glad, because that means that it's obviously what we want to say, a healthy plant. And then here came this next leaf. I know that upsizing this plant right now, like after this leaf, would lead to a significant jump up. This is one that I am almost positive that once the what time is it, the spring summer comes around and my humidity is maintained at much higher levels without me trying much, I'm gonna take it out of my cabinet 1000%, like no questions asked. I think I want to be able to see this one just like on my dresser, like, oh my god, it's so nice. I think that this is definitely one I would take out. It's so pretty. So pretty. I love it. It has so many of those traits. I know it's not as dark green, but the blee venation and like the fact that the green isn't like very lime, that contrast is so nice to me. I love this specific area. The way it kind of like bleeds out right here is really what I like the most. So silvery, so round. Oh my goodness. This is a great hybrid. All right, y'all. So I appreciate y'all sticking around and let me talk to you about all those 5011 anthuriums that I had to show y'all. Now I know this is an anthurium video, and while my anthurium are doing their biggest one yet, I do want to say that my Hoyas are doing nice things too. I have done like a big cleanup of my Hoya collection essentially. I think that I'm finally at a place now with my Hoya collection where it's going to be plants that I specifically enjoy growing. Because I've had all of my Hoyas, I haven't gotten any new Hoyas since July. Because of that, I now know, like, I've had them for 6 months and I kind of went through and was like, okay, which ones do you're not feeling it, like it's time to let them go. That way I can, one, make space for them. B, I want to go through and fully clean up and get every Hoya trellis. Most of my Hoyas need a trellis and are not trellised, right? So I want to like get my Hoyas in their best spot. So the future video is going to be me showing y'all the Hoyas that I'm downsizing, then potentially another one where we're just kind of like going through and fully cleaning them up, fully getting them on trellises, getting them prepped and ready, letting them do their big one. You know what I mean? I can't ask them to do nice things for me and not do nice things for them. So I do want to tap back in, you know? So stay tuned because that's what's coming next. But with that being said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.